Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey, Kat, how's it going?
Hey, Bruce. You know, it's been a good weekend.
How'd the Halloween go? I mean, we hadn't talked since, Halloween.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's the last thing that happened.
Oh, yeah, no, like Halloween. Actually, well, the funny thing was, it was like, I mean, we don't have kids, so,
Right.
we don't go trick-or-treating or anything like that, but we're kind of in a tucked-away spot where we live, so, like, traffic is low. We probably get, like, a couple teenagers who come, like,
Minimal, that's
candy
it,
in the
though,
middle of the
yeah.
night. So we had, like, our handful of, like, Twix bars that we, like, have in our bowl, and I just, like, handed it out to the couple kids. But we were just out running lines for Sylvia, just getting ready for the play opening on Friday, and so it was pretty low-key for us, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
guarantee it. Yeah, absolutely. How'd that go out, Sylvia? Did you guys first run this
So
week?
we open this weekend.
Yeah, okay. This weekend.
So we
go
open
up Saturday.
Friday.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
So we're just getting extra line practice in, getting in as much practice as we can, make sure we're at the top of our game and ready to go. And about this time, there's a reason they call it Heck Week, you know.
Yes, there is.
You start getting kind of like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Caffeine's going to pull me through this, you know. So I'm looking forward to Sunday evening now when I can say, like, the first weekend is over.
Yeah, get that out of the way.
And I can get some sleep.
Yeah, that's always
more
the
sleep
best
than
thing.
I've been getting. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting all the way up to it, but then after the first one, then the other ones flow right together. I like that. Yeah,
Well,
that's it. Yeah.
How was yours and Junior's Halloween weekend?
Man. You know, it was cool because the weather, it didn't lie when they were saying it stopped. We went from 5 to 7, and it didn't rain at all. You know, I mean, we had a little sprinkle for a second there, but it stopped. It was pretty much cool. Him and his buddy went. They were Wolverine and Deadpool.
Nice.
You know, like the movie and everything, guys. So they did that, and they were great. They ran all around and had a good time. We ran into some other friends of theirs, so they like went in a little posse. Everybody cruised it. And I drove just in case it started showering. So what I did is I just hung out and drove down the way.
Oh, kind of
sat for a
followed
minute,
them.
let them go, then followed the trail, you know, and stuff like that, and just was always there. But so I was lazy on that one. Just sat there and dug it. But yeah, Halloween was groovy, and then like I was telling you, at Harbor Terrace RV Park I manage, I'm going to do a Halloween party, and then it rained. You know, they were worried about the rain thing and everything like that, and it did rain pretty bad. They go late into the night usually, so then we're going to do it on Saturday, and I was like, oh, cool, I can go to this one then, you know, and then it was like we did it on Sunday. So, you know, the day before we taped here, and it was fun. It was a Halloween party, dressed up, had a good time.
Good.
It was a good time, and it was not far to drive, right next door to my
That's easy.
place was like 20 feet away.
Yeah, how easy is that? Yeah, very convenient.
There's one couple that have a really cool place, and they got TV out there where we watched the game and everything like that, and just hung out and had a good time. So it was cool. It was a good time. Yeah. I made my famous meatballs. Everybody got turned on to the meatballs. Yeah, in the crock pot. Nice. So yeah, that was it though. Had a good time. Junior had a blast. It was like this weekend, and was enjoying his candy. Jeez. It's gone now, so we don't have to worry about it. It's gone now, so we didn't stand it.
You don't save it into February at this house.
Oh, man, this kid don't save it to nothing, man. But, I mean, you know, really, it was cool. He got it. It wasn't an exorbitant amount, you know.
Oh, good.
You know, it was just like they had the sleeping pillowcases, you know. It was just like the bottom part of it. You know?
Oh, good.
So
good.
Yeah, so it wasn't like he had.
The sugar high wasn't too high.
Let's just say I used to rate better on Halloween back in the day. I'd be filling that sack up, you know.
Right.
I'd have candy for ages. Yeah. But that's it. Yeah. So I hope everybody got out there, had a safe, happy Halloween also, and got out and did some stuff because there was a lot of stuff going on this weekend. And there's no exception to the rule here because there's a lot more stuff going on. It was easy to make this, like I said, a script.
Oh, yeah.
So before we get going, I'd like to thank Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as Castaways, Just the Jeweler, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor one of our other fine shows or our show, all you have to do is go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. Hey, let's get going with the music schedule. Like I said, a brand new one for November here.
Here we go. All the content's fresh. Yeah. So Cisco's going to be playing at the Chetco Grange on the 9th of November from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then on the 2nd, 16th, 23rd, and 30th, they'll be at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market from 10 to 2. And on the 27th, Cisco will be at the Chetco Activity Center playing from 11 a.m. to 1:30.
Yes, indeedy. And the Mighty Steelheads on the 16th, they'll be at Inateca there in Crescent City at 7 o'clock. And on the 23rd, they'll be at Port-au-Prince in Crescent City at 7 o'clock. Yeah.
And the Italian guys are playing on the 12th at Inoteca in Crescent City. Music there starting at 7 o'clock.
And Black GTO on the 8th, they'll be at Inoteca 7 to 10. And on the 15th, they'll be at Tortuga Bar and Grill 6 to 8. Hey, the Inoteca, their music starts 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Fridays. And then Saturdays, they got 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. See, on the 6th, we got the Bunions. On the 8th, we got Black GTO. On the 9th, it's Shine Sweet Moon. On the 14th, Armed for Apocalypse. On the 15th, Jeffrey Dean. The 16th, The Mighty Steelheads. The 22nd, Bloodline. And on the 23rd, Tequilma. So they got a full scene going on there at Inoteca.
Very busy. All right. And then Mike Powell is playing on the 9th at Augustino's from 2 to 5. And on the 15th, he'll be at Chetco Brewing Co. playing from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yep, and then Bloodline will be playing on the 16th at Oxenfree at 8. And then on the 22nd, they'll be at the Inoteca 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
And the Chetco Effect is playing on the 8th at the Brookings Elks Lodge from 7 to 9. And then on the 15th, they'll be at Misty Mountain Brewing playing from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then Misty Mountain Brewing, music starts from 6 to 8. On the 6th, they got Sweet Shine Moon. The 15th, Chetco Effect. On the 22nd, Lon Goddard. And on the 23rd, Toop Time Nelson.
And we've got a personal schedule here for Lon Goddard. He's playing on the 8th at Kuntai from 6 to 8. On the 9th, he'll be at the Second Saturday Art Walk at the Democratic Headquarters from 3 to 6. On the 14th, he's playing at House of Jambalaya from 5 to 7. On the 16th, at Stage Light's Benefit Concert at the Grange, music there starts at noon. On the 21st, playing at the Brian Scott Gallery's Brown Bag event from 11:30 to 1:30. And on the 22nd, he'll be playing at Misty Mountain from 6 to 8.
Yeah, hey, and then Patty Ann DeCuna, she's going to be playing on the 15th at Tortuga, 6 to 8. And on the 16th, she'll be at the Heat of the Grange fundraiser, 1:50 p.m. to 2:30 will be her time slot. So there we go. Right. And we got one more here. Black Sage Runners that came in late. They're in town, and on the 8th, they'll be playing at the Oxenfree at 9 p.m. And on the 9th, they'll be up at Mr. Ed's Underground up there in Port Orford at 9 p.m. So there you go.
On to other events in our community. Starting things off at the Chetco Library at 405 Alder Street in Brookings. We have some weekly events here from them. On Tuesdays at 11 a.m., there is Story Time. That features stories, songs, and games for young children. And then at 1:30 p.m., they've got a free chair yoga class. This is a beginner's yoga class that focuses on seated positions. They do have a note here that there's no chair yoga until the 19th of November this month due to the annual fall book sale that will be happening in that large meeting room. And on Wednesdays at 1:30 p.m., they have after-school activities that features homework help, a creation station, and snacks for older kids and tweens. This is primarily for ages 10 and up. And then on Thursdays, again, they have that weekly chair yoga class that happens. It's a beginner's class that focuses on seated positions, but no chair yoga happening until later in the month due to the fall book sale. So mark your calendars if you're a regular yoga attender. And then at 4 p.m. on Thursdays, they have after-school activities again. Thursday after-school activities feature homework help, STEM projects and games, snacks for older kids and tweens, again, ages 10 and up recommended. And on Saturdays, a new event here, they are featuring Saturday Shuffle. This is running from 1 to 3 p.m. every Saturday. It's for Magic the Gathering and more as far as games are concerned. Stop by the library every weekend for Saturday Shuffle. Players can bring their favorite deck and play Magic the Gathering. And if you're not a big Magic fan, no worries. Gamers of all kinds are also welcome to bring their other favorite card or board game from their own collection, or browse the library's game collection and find a crew to play with. And then for other monthly and special events coming up at the library, from the 7th through the 10th of November, the Friends of the Library are having a fall book sale. You can browse thousands of used books at bargain prices. And Thursday, it's going to be running from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friends of Library members get in at 9 a.m. The general public gets in at 10. And then Friday and Saturday, it runs from 10 to 4. And Sunday from noon to 3, they have their $3 bag sale. And after that, while supplies last, they'll be having honor days where you pay what you want, and that'll take place while the library is open for the week after the sale while supplies last. And then rounding out the first half of November here on November 12th, all day long, they're having their monthly Spice World Bag event. Take a culinary journey around the world. The spice bags feature a unique monthly spice from a different part of the world. Each bag comes with a tester sample, trivia, and recipe suggestions. Supplies for this event are limited. It's first come, first serve. For more information about any of these upcoming events and services, you can visit chetcolibrary.org and check out their full events calendar. You can follow them on Facebook for updates, or you can give them a call at 541-469-7738.
Yeah, and then the Danaka Performance Series 2024-25 presents Cecilia at Crescent Elk Auditorium. This will be happening on the 6th at 7 p.m. Traditional Celtic and Quebecois. Cecilia is a trio from Montreal that perform Celtic and Quebecois music on the piano, fiddle, and accordion. Tickets are available at Del Norte Office Supply, Wright's Custom Framing, Eventbrite, and at the door. There's a $20 general admission, 18 for seniors over 65, veterans with ID, and a $15 for students. So, as I said, the tickets are on sale at Del Norte Office Supply, Wright's Custom Framing, and online at DanakaEventbrite.com.
All right, now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
Yeah, hey, here are a few quotes from American pioneer and frontiersman Daniel Boone. He was born on November 2nd, 1734. He said, "I was happy in the midst of dangers and inconveniences." He said, "All you need for happiness is a good gun, a good horse, and a good wife." He said, "Felicity, the companion of content, is rather found in our own breasts than in the enjoyment of external things, and I firmly believe it requires but little philosophy to make a man happy in whatever state he is in. I have never been lost, but I will admit to being confused for several weeks." Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Daniel Boone with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, have a great one.
Hey, SWAC's Curry campus, located at 96082 Lone Ranch Road in Brookings, is presenting Suds on the Coast. This is happening on the 7th of November from 5:30 to 6:30, and topics for discussion that evening is going to include substance abuse amongst the unhoused and the challenges it presents.
Yes, and Curry Public Library on 3rd Street in Gold Beach is presenting Veterans Story Night. This will be happening on the 7th, 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. As they prepare for Veterans Day, the public is invited to join them at Curry Public Library to hear stories from 3 local veterans. Stay after the event for a time to visit with the veterans and other community members and enjoy coffee, tea, and cookies. Merritt Draven will talk about how the challenges of integrating back into civilian life led him to start a nonprofit organization to provide supportive and positive environment for veterans to engage in the sport of fishing. Wendy Tomko will share about her time serving as a commander in the United States Coast Guard. And Ed Iwata, a Vietnam veteran, will tell the story about his journey towards inner peace through a process of healing through reconciliation.
Cool. All right. And hey, coming up pretty soon here, Threepenny Theater Co. is going to be presenting a comedy called Sylvia by A.R. Gurney. This is running November 8th through the 17th for 2 weekends, and it's happening at the Brookings Event Center. That's 800 Chetco Avenue, Unit B. It's located right across the street from Les Schwab Tire Center, next door to Feather Your Nest. Greg is a restless, empty nester, tired of his job in finance and looking for meaning in his life. Sylvia is an exuberant labradoodle astray in Central Park, looking for a new home. When they meet, it is love at first sight. But his wife, Kate, a busy rising star in the public school system, is looking forward to some independence now that the kids are gone, and is less than thrilled by the clever and coquettish canine who slobbers, sits on her couch, and distracts Greg from their marriage. Sylvia exerts such a charismatic pull that Kate's friends are appalled, the marriage counselor advocates divorce, and even Greg's new dog owner friend warns him of the splintering effect a dog can have on the relationship between husband and wife. Will Greg have to make the ultimate sacrifice? Or will Kate finally be able to see Sylvia not as a threat, but as a new member of the family? Find out in this smart, silly, sophisticated, and occasionally salty comedy about relationships, man's best friend, and growing older. And they do have some suitability suggestions for folks. Sylvia does contain swearing and some sexy jokes. Viewer discretion is advised. And for showtimes for that, Fridays and Saturdays, it's at 7 p.m. Sunday matinees take place at 2 p.m. Doors open 30 minutes before the start of each performance. Tickets are just $15 with discounts for seniors, students, and veterans available. And tickets are available at threepennytheater.com, or you can get them at the door on the day of performance. For more information, you can call or text 541-251-0640, or you can send a message to contact@threepennytheater.com.
Well, look at there. Cat's going to play a dog. What a
people have been
contradiction of
making
terms.
that joke
I was
left
gonna
and
say.
right. Yeah.
It just hit me when you said that. I'm like, wait a minute, a cat's playing a dog.
Yes. The cat
Won't
is
be the
going
last
to
time.
be. It's not going to. Yeah. This will continue for the next at least 3 or 4 weeks of my life.
That's great. Yeah, that's perfect.
And I'm
Right
cool
on.
with it, honestly. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't think I was being original, that's for sure. But it just dawned on
Oh,
me.
it's such low-hanging fruit. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Come watch cat drool. That's right.
Right. Among other things.
Yeah. All right. Hey, the 54th annual Brookings Harbor Community Bazaar. That's coming up at the Azalea Middle School Gym and Brookings Harbor High School Cafeteria. This is happening on the 9th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's over 100 vendors with quality handcrafted items and, of course, no admission charge. That was cool. Yeah, I've been to quite a few of those.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of Christmas bazaars, another one's happening on the 9th of November. The Brookings Presbyterian Church is hosting their annual Christmas bazaar on the 9th of November from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the public's invited to come have fun eating goodies while you shop for favorite craft items. There's going to be candies, cookies, baked goods, jewelry, wine items, plants, Christmas decor, etc., plus a few nice white elephants, they say. So,
Yeah,
a little mystique there.
I remember we mentioned last week that was quite appropriate on the timing there on their behalf, being right across the street there.
Right?
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Hey, and Lucky 7 Casino is presenting Comedy Night featuring Todd Basel and headliner Steve Espinoza. This is happening on the 9th at 8 p.m. Todd Basel is a stand-up comedian and college calculus instructor, but won't make you do any math. Doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. Tickets are on sale now, online, or at the door. You can purchase tickets at www.eventbrite.com. You must be 21 years or older to attend this event, so there's that little stipulation. Yeah.
All righty. And then, hey, coming up this weekend, the Wild Rivers Mushroom Festival is coming to Chetco Brewing Co. on the 9th and 10th of November from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And this year, again, they say the festival is held at Chetco Brewing Company. That's 830 Railroad Street in downtown Brookings. They have a general admission of $5 for adults, and that covers one or both days. Once you've paid, your colored wristband is all you need to show to come and go from the main hall during the festival. And it says kids 12 and under are free to attend as long as they're with a paying adult. And of course, they'll get a different colored wristband. Please note that service dogs are welcome at the festival, but they ask that folks leave your sweet and cuddly non-service dogs at home as they are a liability for Chetco Brewing Co. and the Wild Rivers Mushroom Festival. Thanks in advance for understanding. They say, too, included in this is a cost for lecture and hikes. Tickets available at the door each day during the festival, provided they're not already sold out. For more information about the festival and those extra events, they ask that you email wildriversmushroomfestival@gmail.com. And the Wild Rivers Mushroom Club Seminar, featuring John Summer, president of Colorado's Mycological Society, is going to be speaking on Monday, November 11th. That's Veterans Day from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Chetco Activity Center. That's at 550 Chetco Lane. And he'll be discussing the topic, My Favorite Mushrooms and How to Preserve Them for Gourmet Cuisine.
Yeah, that's why I tied them two together.
There you go.
Exactly. Get your mushroom on. There you go. Hey, the VFW Post 1381 at 810 H Street in Crescent City is presenting the Veterans Day Parade. This is happening on November 11th. The public is invited to Veterans Day Parade, brought to you by the VFW Post 1381. If you'd like to be in the parade, you can message them on Facebook for a sign-up sheet. The lineup is at 8:30 a.m. The parade's at 10. Canteen opens at 9 a.m. with your favorite bacon Bloody Mary. And they got some lunch details to be announced. There you go.
And then the VFW Post 966 in Brookings is presenting a Veterans Day ceremony. This is going to happen at the Charles W. Lingard Memorial Post, located at 507 Pacific Avenue in Brookings. It's happening on Veterans Day, the 11th of November at 9 a.m. This is a ceremony to commemorate all veterans, which will include flag retirement and an honor guard 3-gun salute, and a flyover contingent on weather and timing. All right, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right, g'day, Cat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that a woman revolutionized microbiology with a simple kitchen staple? It's true. Here's the story. Agar's introduction to the life sciences dates to a hot summer day in 1881, when Fanny Angelina Hess proposed an unexpected replacement for the gelatin her husband Walter was using to study microbe in the air. According to a 1939 journal article, the maddening liquefaction of gelatin ruined many of the experience, and finally Walter began to seek new solidifying agents. Well, Hess in turn suggested agar, which she had been using for years in her kitchen in the preparation of fruits and vegetable jellies. Many puddings made in Indonesia contain agar, a gelling agent that, unlike gelatin, doesn't melt at the blistering temperatures typical in the Southeast Asian country. With them not eating it Indonesian herself, the American-born Hess had learned about agar's culinary uses from a neighbor who once lived in the then Dutch colony. Well, despite agar's significance, few remember Hess's key role in microbiology history. Much of the available information about her life comes from two sources: the 1939 paper about the introduction of agar into bacteriology and the short biography published in 1992 by the couple's grandson, Wolfgang Hess. Popular articles about Hess tend to portray her chiefly as a housewife, but newly resurfaced documents shared by Wolfgang's children reveal her skill as a scientific illustrator and scholar in her own right. Hope you enjoyed this bit of real history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, keep it real.
All right.
I don't know where that one came from, but that was the... Yeah,
That's the sound effect of the hour.
that was
Okay.
the sound effects of the
There we
hour.
go.
That was it.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, the Curry Public Library up in Gold Beach is going to be presenting Legends of the Celtic Harp. This is happening on 14th of November from 6 to 8 p.m. 3 premier Celtic harpers, Patrick Ball, Lisa Lynn, and Aria Frankfurter, have created a dramatic ensemble that takes the audience into the myths, magic, and fabled history of this most captivating instrument. This trio of Celtic harpers have toured extensively throughout the U.S. to sold-out audiences and rave reviews. Legends of the Celtic Harp blends music and oration, falling somewhere between concert and theater. Audiences will hear 3 Celtic harps, including a rare wire-strung Swedish nyckelharpa, cittern, Irish bouzouki, and more intertwined with both moving and humorous stories from historic journals, myths, and legend.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Friends of Curry Campus Speaker Series presents A Trip to Egypt. This is happening at Southwestern Oregon Community College Curry Campus, and they invite the community to join them. This will be happening November 14th, noon to 1 p.m. for A Trip to Egypt. This is a free program sponsored by the Friends of Curry Campus. It will be held in the community room on Southwestern's Curry Campus, 96082 Lone Ranch Parkway, right off of 101 in Brookings. You can bring a friend and a brown bag lunch. The speaker, Louise Abbott, received a Fulbright Fellowship to teach for 1 semester at Bazaar University in Cairo in the School of Veterinary Medicine from February until early May in 2023. Louise and her husband, Jim, traveled to Egypt in February, and Louise taught veterinary anatomy and histology to second-year veterinary professional students at Bazaar University. Louise said the highlight of the experience was working with the students at Bazaar University. They were eager to learn, and her actions were delightful. I also had wonderful faculty colleagues who were helpful, kind, and very knowledgeable. For more information on this, you can contact the Curry campus at 541-813-1667.
Okay. And then Legends Arcade is going to be having a steampunk weekend coming up from the 15th through the 17th of November. And those days, they're going to feature special guests, including award-winning makers, artists, and celebrities from the show Steampunked. So there you have it.
Yeah, very cool. Hey, Elk Valley Casino is presenting Comedy Night with Yoshi Obayashi at the Betty Green Event Center at Elk Valley Casino on the 16th, 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at the Points Club booth or online in advance and at the day of the event. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. with the show starting at 8 p.m. You must be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come and first served.
And then coming up on the 16th of November, there is an afternoon indie film event happening at the Chetco Library in Brookings. They're going to be screening Undivide Us. Again, this is happening on Saturday, the 16th from 2 to 4 p.m. This is a special screening presented in partnership with the Southwestern Oregon Community College and the Wild Rivers Film Festival. Seating for this event is limited, and to help folks better plan for the event, they highly encourage folks to RSVP in advance at eventbrite.com. And what are afternoon indie films? They're a free monthly film screening for the community, and these events frequently feature top film selections from the Wild Rivers Film Festival and include Q&As or community discussion led by film festival staff and volunteers after the screening. Again, November's film selection is Undivide Us, a documentary. And what is this documentary about? It's billed as news and social media amplify a narrative of an America on the brink of civil war. Politicians in Washington, D.C. stir conflict. Red against blue, rich against poor, urban against rural, race against race, and man against woman. They cast us as enemies locked in battle, usurping power, and posing as our saviors. Undivide Us challenges the idea that citizens who disagree are not capable of civil conversation and demonstrates the truth that even in our differences, the American experiment is still alive and well. If you want to learn more about the film, you can go to undivideusfilm.com. Again, that's on the 16th, a Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. And they do know they'll be serving light refreshments. They do have a disclaimer for anyone with food allergies. They can't guarantee that food served at this program has not come into contact with tree nuts, soy, or other allergens.
Yeah, that was a nice little warning there. That's for sure. Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Yeah, they must be serving some light affair. Well, there you go. So look at that. We got 2 weeks out, knocked it out of the ballpark.
There you
Beautiful.
go.
I'm telling you, people, that was just 2 weeks. We got a lot more. But that's it for this show. So, hey, it's time to close out this week's show. And before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work making us look and sound good on the radio. And thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows that they have to offer. You can catch all the fantastic show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org. And while you're there, you can check out the live streaming as well. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off. Please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there. Bam.
Bam.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.